Good morning, everybody. Sunday morning here, a little bit cloudy, but that's okay. It's nice and cool and comfortable. I got an email from Dan, Cool Blue Lights, and I'm going to send him the Uncle Dorkel remote. The biggest problem is going to be to find the exact type of switch electrically that'll work in there and fit into the remote control. As I mentioned in that video, the switch most likely was purchased in the UK, may or may not be available in the United States, but then again I don't know because I've been out of this field for so long. I don't know where you'd get parts or anything else anymore. So anyways, Dan's going to have to trace it out, and what I would say, Dan, is ohm out the good one. Because I'm only sending you the remote, so nothing will be connected at the other end, of course. My feeling is it's going to be all open circuit. But the bad switch, it could be shorted out and everything, and you may have to, like I say, dissect it. There are 4 solder connections on the back, so it's most likely a double pole single throw switch, and it makes contact when you push it down. To my knowledge, in the rest position, because it's spring loaded, it probably does not make contact when it's released. I doubt that's the way it is. I think it's only making contact when you push it down. So it's probably, you know, it's got 4 pins on it, so the contacts probably come down on each side of the pins and make contact. It's very difficult to repair somebody else's design and trying to find out what parts they actually use without dissecting the part or pulling it out and looking for a part number, which may be an option. Now, it looks like a lot of those things were glued in as well as screwed in, because that switch seems to be solid in there, except certain parts of it are moving. That's with my bad eyesight, I don't know. But anyways, I'm making this video, a packing up video of the remote for Uncle Dorkel. I'm going to be sending it to Dan of Cool Blue Lights, and he's going to try his best to get it going. And if all goes well, and we get it working, and the weather's cooperative, we don't get an early snowstorm like we've been getting at Halloween time, I want to maybe be able to do something with Uncle Dorkel at Halloween. But that's up in the air. There's a lot of things that could stop that, you know, the weather mostly, and so on and so forth.
So without enough of this.
Enough of this flapping, because you don't want to listen to this. You want to see me pack this thing up and get it out to Dan Monday morning. Okay, first of all, as best I can read this, it says Maduro, England. So this is a special plug that John from the UK used on this special cable. This cable is quite stiff, and I got a box to put this in. Now, on the back of the remote control, the cover just pops off on the rear, basically just like that, comes off, and well, I guess the switch is loose, so he didn't glue it in. But he used a lot of liquid tape and heat shrink and so forth in here. But there is 4 contacts on here, 4 wires on here. So it shouldn't be too hard, being that this is not plugged into anything. So I would think that it's relatively easy if you compare it with the good switch. I don't care if it doesn't match the same. It can be the color. It doesn't matter as long as it fits in here and you don't have to do any modification. His original design was to have a high-speed rheostat in here and an input for the MP3 player. That was his original design. That's why these plugs are in here. But he scrapped that idea because the motor circuit was making too much noise when we put the cord, and he ran it through here. There's some shielded wire in here, and even though it was shielded, he had it it was so much noise coming through, clicking and so forth, that you couldn't put a microphone in here. So there's no microphone jack. There's line input from an MP3 player and so forth. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to curl it all up and okay, she snapped shut. I'm going to curl it all up and put it in the box here. This is the head. I marked this myself. This is the head. These are the eyes. And this is the mouth. Okay? So, it's a little awkward for me to use. And when I was going to build a big one before John built this, I was going to do it a little differently, so a little easier. Because I never remember if this is the head or this is the head. I had to mark this. So this is the one where the broken switch is right here. Okay, so let's get this thing packed up and we'll get it out to you. Dan, so we're going to curl it up and try to get it in this little box I got here. I hope it fits in here. I got some paper here I can put in here. Down the bottom here. Let's see if I can get this in here. Should be able to. I'm not very good at packing things. You ever try to repack something that you buy at the store and it don't work, you know, when you try to get it back in the package, it never fits the way they do it. But she's going in all right. And I'll get this out in the mail. Today's Sunday, so we'll get it out Monday morning. Okay. Okay. We'll get it taped up, labeled, and shipped out. Okay, Dan, it's packed up, and I'm going to bring it out to the post office tomorrow morning. And Dan, I understand you're going to make a video repairing this. That would be great. Would look forward to that. And I want to thank you for offering to do this for me, and for all my Uncle Dorkel video fans. Thank you for watching. It's weak and stinks. It stinks. Yes, it stinks. Well, hey, folks, did you ever get a cup of coffee that stunk? Well, this one does.